For more content like this, log on to GibboPresents.com.
It's Gibbo, and right now I'm once again joined by singer, songwriter, producer, and leader of the RVolution. It is Randy Valentine. Randy, how are you?
I'm good, Gibbo. I'm good. I'm great. I'm feeling blessed. And we're there. Wagwan. And how are you?
Very well, thanks for asking. Today is the day your new mixtape, Radio Music, dropped. It's available now from randyvalentine.com, featuring 19 tracks from yourself over 90s era hip-hop instrumentals.
Mm-hmm.
Did you come up with the radio music concept because this mixtape is your way of broadcasting your message to the people?
Exactly, Gibbo. That's exactly why we did it. This music, chant for the youth, this is the chant for the youth. This is my way of expressing what I see, my view, which is what I believe any other artist should be doing, expressing their views or the views of the people. And this is me saying it. This is radio music. This is what my radio sounds like. You know, this is it. So check it out.
Is a strictly hip-hop project something that you've wanted to do for a while, or is it something that your fans have been requesting?
Yo, I wanted to do this for so... Like, I remember the first time I did a small video with something relating to hip-hop, and we were in Panama, and I was with Tanner Hall and Riga, and we were listening to this Mobb Deep song, Shook Ones, that I recorded a song on years ago, you know? And I said, them other than them run the compound, just liking that vibe and liking that. I knew I wanted to record something. Specifically, why I even chose these instrumentals. You see, like Dr. Dre, Chronic 2001. That's my favorite, used to be one of my favorite hip-hop albums of all time. And I always imagine driving back through Clarendon and just have Chronic 2001 loading on my headphones or loading at the radio or something, you know? So it's nice to just still keep that vibe alive.
Yeah, I'm interested as to why you chose beats from the 90s. I'm guessing you would have been around the age when a lot of people really start to fall in love and explore music. Although you would have been pretty young, I guess, when some of those instrumentals first came out. I think that Craig Mack Flavor in Your Ear, that was 1994.
Yeah, man, I would have been young, but the vibe was definitely alive. I mean, when did I start listening to hip-hop in Jamaica? When DMX and them man that come out and stop, drop and all them thing, the commercial side of hip-hop. Because I didn't grow up on hip-hop music, you know, but I did grow up on music and all styles and all genres. So I understand that there was different styles of music out there. But I wasn't the biggest hip-hop fan. Definitely love my Tupac them. You definitely can't miss Biggie if you listen to Tupac. And you're definitely going to be around some, like I said again, the DMX. And I grew up in that era, man. For me, I love it.
The mixtape is presented by Hempire and Tech Nine Movements. What role did Tech Nine play in the production of the project?
Tech Nine, I remember last year we were in the States saying, yo, I definitely want to work on the project. And he heard the Mobb Deep song as well, the Shook Ones. And he must say, yo, my youth, no, let me know. Yo, I'm kind of late, man. You know, my youth, if you do a tune, and I just like the fact that he's always active. He's such a blessed individual, you know, positive vibes, and he's always like, yo, Randy, this is how we can do, this is what we can do to make we go from here. So somebody like that on board the team, you know, who's always willing to grow and grow together, why not have him on board, you know? So big him up, big up Tech Nine, always there supporting and giving advice, you know, strength.
What was your process when it came to choosing which instrumentals to use for the mixtape? Did you just pick your favorites, or did you pick the ones that you thought you would sound best over?
There's my favorites. There's definitely my favorites. There's one song on there, Wagwan Jamaica, on the Still Dre instrumental. That one, my dad told me to use that one. I said, yo, I never want to use that song. He said, why? He said, everybody know this rhythm. Everywhere you go, as soon as they play it, them know it. He said, yo, but that's why you have to do it, you know? So boom, and we just use the instrumental. He was the one who even gave me that Chronic 2001 album years ago in Jamaica. So he understood the vibe. And he said, yeah, man, run it with that one. That my dad was a part of the process. There was another guy also who sent me some instrumentals. You know, he sat up, what's his name? We sat down and he sent me some instrumentals and said, Randy, you should be on this instrumental specifically, and it's the Warrior song. When you hear the Warrior song one now, that's a dope play tune. When me hear it, as soon as me hear it, because the song originally has a sample in it, you know, as soon as me hear it, boom, I say, yeah, boom, Warrior sound killing thing. So yeah.
Did you choose the instrumentals before you'd written any lyrics or thought of any concepts for the tracks, or after?
Yeah, we just wrote the songs after the instrumentals. You know, listen to the instrumentals. Some of them before were even old songs. I recorded old lyrics on the instrumentals, and we sat down in the room, and then Riga said, yeah man, this is good and it's nice and it's sick for a mixtape, but maybe we should just write some original song and just go straight again and start writing from scratch. So I went back into the studio, chop up, and this is what came.
Were there any instrumentals that you wanted to use but you couldn't track down?
What song did I want to use? There's a few Lauryn Hills I was searching for. I wanted X Factor, Lauryn Hill. I wanted that.
Some of them are pretty hard to find. In the past, I've had to go and track down the vinyl.
It's true.
To rip the instrumentals.
But for my instrumentals, they're not really the hardest to find. We have if I dig deep and I say I'm gonna dig deep, the first artist I'll probably go for is some Nas instrumentals. I'll go for some Common instrumentals or some Talib Kweli instrumentals, you know. And I go there, and those are quite easy to find online.
Featured artists on the project: Cali P, Kabaka Pyramid, Gappy Ranks, and Bully, aka Big Balls, a hip-hop artist from here in the UK. Were they chosen because they're good friends, the right fit for the project, or both?
I chose them because these are my family. I met them, these are my musical family that I've met on the musical journey. We've got Kabaka P, who I met at a couple of shows in Germany before, and I used to listen to him before I even met him, and who's right now currently my ultimate inspiration. You know, trust me, man, this guy, every time I listen to his music, I get exactly what I'm trying to give out to whoever is listening to my music, you know, so big him up for that. Cali P, who's Empire, blood brother, you know, so anywhere I'm going, I'm going to do that. Anywhere I'm going to be there, so he's always there to support. Gappy Ranks, me and Gappy Ranks were supposed to do a song a long time, you know, this is way before even my time, way before even his time. This was preordained, you know, so it's only right that we link up in the studio and say, yo, let's get this work. And Bully is actually the oldest person I know on this mixtape. Young guy, but I've been working with him from the beginning of when I actually started doing productions. His first mixtape, I was on his first mixtape, something about Gunshot Celebrate, and that time we were way back in Croydon, young and growing up in the studio, you know, and trying to find the art. So it's only right that, you know, now that I've managed to get my strength in and I'm able to make a move, I show support and show strength in any way possible, and Bully's my brother, and I believe he deserves that fully, you know. Respect.
You mentioned Kabaka Pyramid, was an inspiration to you there, and you've also said this project was inspired by others and written solely to inspire another. So who else inspired you when working on the mixtape?
Who else inspired me when working on the mixtape? Every person that's on any instrumental that you hear me rapping. Yeah, man, as soon as I hear it, I hear exactly how they come in. I know that I have to kind of not dominate, but do as good as they did, you know. So I listen back to the reasons as to why I write. We have street news. That's the bit of the mixtape that I believe is the heart of the mixtape. When you listen to it, you're gonna hear a guy that's from Jamaica who is just basically just saying what he thinks the world looks exactly like. And he's basically speaking for a large group of people who see the world exactly like that, you know. And it's very unfortunate that you don't get to hear people like this speak every day. You don't get to hear them and hear their opinions. So when I write this, I write so that I can express these people's opinions, because they are me, I am them, I'm from Clarendon. I don't hear the story like that. What we get to hear is that whether it's all rosy or whether it's messed up when whosoever it is says it's messed up, you don't hear that right now. Every day we are stressed, and right now we are struggling. So this mixtape is basically showcasing that, and the people who are going through that and experiencing that are the people that inspired me to create this.
2015 was a great year for you professionally. I'm reliably told you provided backing vocals for Wu-Tang Clan's Once Upon a Time in Shaolin album. However, I can't confirm this because there's only one copy of the album and it does not belong to me.
True words.
Tell me how this opportunity came your way.
It was Riga. Riga contacted me because Riga, the man with the strings, the man with the buttons, Randy Riga, that makes things happen, Riga is the guy, and they contacted him and said, yeah, we definitely need some harmonies and something especially that's got that little yardie vibe with Jamaican influence. And first person we could think of is Randy. I don't even know where my name come from to be registered in certain groups or in conversations to be mentioned as somebody that could do them thing there, So we just took the opportunity, went into the studio, started chopping, sent the vocals over. I still haven't heard the song yet. I still haven't heard the song. I think we'd have to buy the album, but yeah, still haven't heard it yet,
Which track do you feature on?
There was a track on there that had Raycon on there. And who else was on the track? It was me, it was Raycon, and Method Man. Me, Raycon, Method Man, and I was supposed to do the chorus. I did the chorus and leading up into the harmonies.
What are your thoughts on Martin Shkreli, the guy who owns the album? I don't know if you know much about him, but he's not very well liked, and he recently had a war of words
behind that.
With Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, I saw that for maybe, if anything, I think I clicked on a link on that for one time. I try not to subscribe to these things because in the beginning, just like you said, man, there's so much things out there fighting for your attention and fighting for your headspace to capture your focus to either get you to drive towards or from it. So I just stay in my room and do exactly what I do. So this guy, I don't know if he's a good or the greatest guy, but I just know that that's the only thing I can tell you about him, honestly.
You also recently did a cover of Justin Bieber's hit, Sorry Now. If your version of the track was the first I'd heard, I don't think I would have any problem liking it. But because it's originally a Bieber track, part of me feels slightly guilty each time I listen to it.
Little bit. Trust me, that same feeling that you're expressing, I felt it even before recording it. And that's true, and it's normal, because we're human, so we're gonna be honest and say that's real and it's alive. It's Justin Bieber. A couple years ago, every time you heard Justin Bieber, you would punch somebody, you'd be like, just leave the room. But now, you can't deny sound, you cannot deny quality, you cannot deny when something is amazing. And when I heard that song based upon how I felt at that time and how it sounded to me, bad tune, flawless tune. Keelstone linked me up and said, yo, we should do a cover of this tune. I didn't even second guess it. I didn't know it fully before. I think that's probably why it even sounded a little bit different, because I had to get to know it while I was recording it, right in the moment.
You've certainly got 2016 off to a flying start with the release of radio music, but how are you aiming to top your achievements from last year? What blueprints have you and the team come up with for the next 11 months?
Well, we're working on the first official album. The first official album. So that's definitely going to be amazing. I'm going to be in the studio. I'm going to be a bit more hands-on with production this time on this project. For the mixtape, the first mixtape we released, there was no production there for me apart from vocal production. This mixtape, same thing, just vocal production. The last ones, I wasn't really into it fully 100%. So as much as how you've been hearing that, it's versatile, singer, songwriter, producer. You've actually never seen or experienced the production side of me yet to the fullest extent. So on this album, this year, we're working on that. We've got more tours, more shows coming up. We've got European tours coming up. We've got East Coast and West Coast tour coming up again, just like last year. But this time, even with more guaranteed shows. Last year was just for promo, but this time it's a full set of tours, across the States. We've got Trinidad coming up in a minute. Might even go back to Australia. Might end up at your house just to come over some food. Anything can happen, It's 2016, it's our year.
Radio Music, the new mixtape from Randy Valentine, is available now for free download from randyvalentine.com. Go and get it now if you haven't already. And when he performs in a city near you later this year, make sure you go and witness the live performance. Randy, I look forward to watching your career progress this year.
Respect.
Thanks a lot. And is there anything else you'd like to say before I let you go?
I want to say thank you, my brother Gibbo. I showed you just before in the interview. I was watching the interview with me and you that we did 2 years ago and thinking to myself, if anything, this is proof that everything is blessed, you know? Everything is blessed. We're having another conversation again about how we're constantly growing. And I'm standing from the outside looking at you constantly growing every time again. So I always feel good knowing that, yo, we're here and we're sharing the journey. So bless and thank you for sharing this with me, and thank you for having us on board. So respect to you. Seeing, blessed.
Gibbo presents